let's get started. Today, I wanted to solve a Leetcode problem. This is Leetcode 42, trapping the rainwater. Let's just dive right into it. Given n non-negative integers representing an elevation map where the width of each bar is 1, compute how much water it can trap after raining. So we're given a elevation map graph over here, and we're given height, which contains the list of our elevation, and they correspond to the values that you see on the y-axis. And here, we just need to calculate the total water area that's being trapped by this elevation map. And with this example, the output is 6. So I've drawn out this exact same graph to the right over here. And I am going to define this blue area here called the water area, and I'm going to call that a ditch. And we essentially need to find all the ditches inside this map over here, and we're going to add them up, and that is going to be our answer. And what you see here to the right is the pseudocode. So let's go through it step by step, starting with index 0. And according to this logic, we are going to attempt to find a ditch. And if we don't, we're just going to put it to the stack. And remember, we're going to put the index to the stack, not the value. As we go on to index 1, we have seen a ditch now. This is a ditch. And we're going to calculate the area of this ditch. But you have to remember these 3 principles that I've listed to the right over here. So the idea here is you're going to pop from this stack until you get 2 distinct values. The lowest value is going to be the floor, and the bigger value is the left side of the ditch. And you need the left side of the ditch to calculate the total area. And here, for this particular example, we have 0. So we're adding 0 to the total area. So this is kind of a weird example, but you'll see a proper example once we hit index 3. At index 3, we are going to calculate the area of this ditch, and we're going to pop out our 2 indices, and we're going to add 1 to our total area. So that's the logic, and as we move on, we are going to add more of these indices into our stack until we reach index 6. So once we're at 6, we found a ditch that we're going to calculate the area for. And this is going to be area of 1. As you can see from the stack, we've popped out 2 indices here. And we're going to continue on to index 7. And this is going to be a bit special. This is a square ditch which contains an area of 3. And if you notice, we used all the indexes in our stack to get the leftmost side of this ditch. And now we have an area of 5. Okay, so this should be fairly straightforward. So we're going to make all the way to index 10. And by the time we're in index 10, we have 3 indices in the stack. And we're going to use them to calculate the area here. And now we have a total area of 6. This is what my code looks like. I've written this in JavaScript. As you can see, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to run this code. I'm actually going to submit this. And there we go.